Oh my goodness! It's Alone in the Dark. Wait. Oh my god! Shut up. Is the audio good? Are the audio's level? Oh, the audio levels all good? That's good, everyone. Who's here? Angel, Kelly, Rachel, Elfie, Victor, Victor Dabs, Shoya, Bradley, Josiah. How's it going, everyone? Silence! When I press Alt-Tab, the screen gets all freaked up. You see? Fear the Bearder's in the chat and just says gay. What's that supposed to mean? What do I do with this? Just says gay. Is he saying he's gay? Maybe that's it. Or show it with a member message. It says, Denny. Hi. Margaret, welcome to Vascular. Let's just play the game, shall we? So what I'm doing here, I'm testing a thing that I just installed yesterday. It's called ExoDOS, and it's sort of an organizer of DOS ROMs running on DOSbox, and it supports several versions of DOSbox, which is a famous MS-DOS emulator. My favorite thing by far about this is that it supports DOSbox staging, which is a version of DOSbox that I need to keep moving this so the intro doesn't start again. It's a version of DOSbox that adds automatic CRT simulation shaders to make it look like you're playing on a CRT. So you can see that the screen, when there's a full screen image here, you will be able to see it better. What's up, A2D2? What's up, Ken Man? The screen is a little bit curved, simulating an old computer monitor. They used to be a little bit curved, those CRT monitors. And if you're watching this on a big screen, if you can, if it's convenient to you, I recommend you do that. If you watch it on a big TV or the biggest monitor you can with the highest resolution you can, and you get very close to the screen, you will see that there's it's a 4K scanline simulation, which was I never liked scanlines, playing with scanlines in retro games. All of those old emulator consoles like the Nintendo Minis, both the NES and the SNES, they come with They come with those CRT simulations, simulating scan lines, and I never liked them because the resolution is not high enough to do realistic scan lines. Now I'm playing on a 4K monitor, and my computer's running natively at 4K. So at 4K, I'm not streaming at 4K, by the way. Maybe I should. I'm streaming on 1080p, but on 4K, running natively on your computer, it's possible to do really realistic scan lines. They're really small. They're really small. You only see them when you get really close to the TV, which is how real scan lines work. So that's by far my favorite thing about this. Is X-Wing here? Where's X-Wing? I should make him a mod. X-Wing is sort of a big deal. Speak English, man! Haha, sorry, you guys. I'm speaking nerdish. Where's X-Wing? X-Wing, show yourself. I want to give you powers. Oh, he became a vascular. There he is. Thank you, X-Wing. Put user on timeout. No. Add as moderator. Standard moderator. There we go. Okay. With all the nerdy bullshit out of the way, let's play the game. What do we have here? I keep having to press Alt Tab because I don't want to miss the memberships. Okay, after X-Wing we had Lynn, MCC, Cheryl, Gopan, glad to be here, unexpected Tuesday treat, yes. Kelly Paulson gifted 1 Super Vask 3D membership. I can't say the name of my own channel. X-Wing for $5 says, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Well, I'm sorry you're stupid. Fear the Bureau says, trust the BS. That's it. That's bro science that I've been talking about. Finally, let's play the game. Should I be the girl of the guy? I want to be the guy. Oh, by the way, this is Alone in the Dark. Beardo, you're a big fan of Resident Evil. You owe Alone in the Dark for the Resident Evil franchise. So this is the game that pretty much invented survival horror as we know it today, as we know Resident Evil to be. So if you're a fan of Resident Evil, say thank you to this game. Thank you, Alone in the Dark. Here we go. Let's be the man.
On my door, a dull brass plate says Private Detective. The few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the Reptile. I don't care to think what my banker calls me. These days, I leave my letters unopened. Bills and threats to send in the receivers just ruin my day.
This guy kind of sounds like me after a Tuesday night main event. He's like, I had enough of this bullshit.
When an antique dealer called Gloria Allen contacted me, I slipped into my best shirt, holstered my .38, and got to her shop as fast as I could. I was expecting something sordid. Blackmail, probably.
Blackmail, probably.
Boy, was I wrong. What I was asked to do was visit a property called Dorsetto and find a piano in the loft. It was an old piano with secret drawers. The kind people who buy stuff in antique stores go crazy over.
Secret drawers.
The Dorsetto house is supposed to be piled high with classy junk. Furniture, books, paintings. It looked like whoever owned Dorsetto was about to get cleaned out.
So you guys are understanding the story. What are you talking about, X-Wing? 10 lines? We are a private detective, all right? Focus!
I was going to bring up the subject of money when Gloria Allen handed me $150
What's up, Randy?
and the key. I kept myself from grinning at the thought of my banker's surprise. He doesn't like his victims getting away.
Randy Janae, member for 3 months. Can only stop by for a bit. Have to work on my video for tomorrow, but wanted to stop and say hi. Hi, Randy.
I looked over a copy of the police report. The former owner of DOSbox, a guy called J. Hartwood, had hanged himself in the loft. The coroner concluded it was a clear-cut case of suicide. I promised Gloria Allen I'd give the place a look over.
X-Wing said, you spent like 20 minutes talking about fake 10 lines on screen, generated 10 lines. X-Wing, it's scan lines, not 10 lines. Cheryl go open for 25, just to thank you for all you do. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Thank you so much. Where's Beardo saying? That voice sounds like Rod Serling. I don't know who that is. Oh, the Twilight Zone guy.
My report will be ready in a couple of days. I've been reading up on the history of the old house. It's the kind of place ghosts run away from in terror. Grisly murders, curses, lunacy. Luckily, devil worship makes me smile. So, this is my idea of a paid vacation.
All right. Look at those graphics, guys. This was a huge deal at the time, by the way. 3D polygons. Yikes. So we're getting into that house. Look at that. Look at the hands. I used to shit my pants at this game when I was a kid. Cynthia, thank you for becoming a member. For renewing your membership, actually. Celluloid Dream from 199 says Dan Vasquez gay. Thank you, Celluloid Dream. Pie Wacket for 20. For all your great music and streams throughout the years, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Man, look at those graphics. Look at the detail. Look! Look! Oh my god! Shout out to the 128 people here. I appreciate you. Just a quick stream, warming up before Tuesday night's main event. And I just wanted to show you guys ExoDOS. It's free, by the way. Anyone can download this. Just type ExoDOS on Google. And anyone can enjoy this for free. Okay, if I remember correctly, the first thing you need to do here is to move the closet to the window so a monster doesn't come in. Okay, so how do I... Oh, here we go. Enter. Look at that frame rate. A whole 5 frames per second. Okay, now I need to push the chest on top of that trapdoor because a monster comes out of that there too. Oh shit. What's that music? Oh. Oh shit. Okay, let me catch up here for... See? It's trying to come in. Okay, let me pause this. Ego Jane, welcome to Vascular. Thank you. Josie Banks for $10 says nothing. Nothing. Thank you, Josie. Francis Lyons for 100 Australian. What the hell? Francis, this is freaking awesome. How are you, Dan? I am well, Francis. I'm better now that you just showered me with money. Thank you so much. How are you? Thank you so much. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. Alright, I know money. That's a lot of money. Sandy Fetty for 2. You just made my birthday. Is it your birthday? Happy birthday, Sandy. Angel member for 4 months. Have you tried 7th Guest? Dan, no, I haven't. Is that a MS-DOS game? We can check it. We can check it here. I was planning to try a bunch of games. Donna Hall, welcome to Vascular. Yeah. Seventh Guest. Gotta remember to try that. I don't see my screen. What happened? Oh, here we go. Alright, let's explore this room a little bit. That lantern's begging for attention. You found an oil lamp. Take. Never know when that can be useful. The 7th Guest. I'm gonna check it. Dan Vasquez is my source for retro gaming. I'm glad to hear that. We need more retro gaming in the fellowship. Absolutely. Open search. You find an old book. Take. What's this book about? A book. Read.
Fragment of the Myth of the Golden Fleece. Translation, Edouard de Villeban. Hesperides Publications.
Marty M, welcome to Vascular. Celluloid Dream for $1.99 says Dan Vasquez School. It warms my heart when Celluloid Dream drops a super chat not saying that I am gay. Hey, what's up, Victor the Guitar Nerd? How you doing, man? It says, wow, look at those graphics. That's right, man. We're all about top-notch graphics here. Kelly Polson for 20. You are amazing and wonderful and keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Kelly. You are amazing. Angie Blanken for 20. Says nothing. Just drops 20 and says nothing. Wow. Cynthia, thank you so much, Angie. Cynthia Peterson for 5. Nice to see you streaming again. Can't even talk. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Okay.
Then Perseus came across Ichios, who had been turned into stone. He spoke to his companions and said, "Beware of the Medusa. He who looks into their eyes is doomed to the same fate as that which befell poor Ikios, and will never more set eyes on Seraphos." "Must we go blindfolded?" asked Emelopes. "Take up your bronze shields and polish them until they flash in the sun," answered Perseus. "Fill your hearts with courage."
This is a huge deal by that time. Early 90s, having full voice acting in a game in the early 90s was insane. Insane. Josie Banks for $4.99. You got me interested in gaming again, and I really enjoy Bro Science. Thank you so much. Victor says, "I'm doing well in bed and relaxing." That's nice. That's nice. So this here is a huge deal. By the way, I'm playing the CD version of this game. Alone in the Dark was released on floppy disk and CD. The floppy disk version, like, it's a few megabytes, right? So it doesn't have any voice acting and any audio music whatsoever. It was just MIDI music and no voice acting. The CD version, that happened with a lot of games for the MS-DOS. They would always release CD versions with wave audio, music, actual recordings of music, and not just MIDI and voice acting. That was very common in the MS-DOS realm. Anjanette says, "Hey Dan, can this be played on my laptop?" Absolutely. ExoDOS runs in any modern computer. Absolutely. Angie sent a super sticker for 20. Did I miss that? I think I mentioned it, didn't I? I did mention it. Wake up! I did mention it. The Ballsing for 70 Donkey Kong Country currencies. Have to show that game to my boy. Thanks, Dan. Absolutely, you do. Just beware. Be aware that it's a horror game. Let's be real. Your son will probably laugh at this.
"May Artemis guide us as though we were an arrow from her quiver." But Emelopes was not satisfied. "Why do that, Perseus? Is 3 inches of sharpened metal not enough to destroy these accursed creatures?" Then Perseus drew his sword, which shone and glittered in the sun, and with it he dazzled Emelopes. "Now what can you see?" the companions of Zeus' sons laughed. "Let us set to work, so that our shields may shine like mirrors."
Oh, wow. What's up, the Dice Brigade? I think the music changes when there's a monster trying to come in. But I think I covered everything. A rifle! Now we're talking. What's up, Cajun Corey? What's pooping? What's pooping? Hey, how do I shoot? A rifle. Use. Oh, now let's see. Guys, remember on the intro that a secret drawer on a piano was mentioned? Remember that? Oh. Hey, what's up, Amanda? Wicked Virtue in the chat. Hello. She says, pew pew. Pew. Pew pew. You find a letter. Take. A letter. Read.
They are coming! I have freed hellish forces, and now the price must be paid. Der Seto is the prey of evil. The sun has set. They will find my body, but will not have my soul. I can imagine the master's fury and the terror in the hearts of his slaves. I hear their footsteps. Some may understand what I have done. May God forgive me. Farewell, Jeremy Hartwood.
It's Jeremy. Okay, so some of the advantages from the floppy version that has no voice acting, this was way more scary on the floppy version, all right? It's like, I don't know, something about that voice acting made it less scary. All right. Let's check the closet. You find a note, Indian cover. Red Bear for 20 says, all the memories, nice to see you streaming again. Thank you. Thank you, Red Bear. Angie Blanken for 10. I screwed up my first super chat. Hello, Dan. Consider the first 20 as a smack on the ass. Have a great night. Oh, thank you so much, Angie. But if you want a refund on that because it was an accident, let me know. Elfie for 50 says, hi, Dan. Nice to see you playing again. It's always fun with you. Thank you so much, Elfie. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I know a lot of money, and that's a lot of money. A lot of money. Thank you, Elfie. Take the Indian cover. Huh. I don't know what to do with this. Okay, I think we're done with this room. Look at those graphics. Look at those beautiful, detailed graphics. What's this? You find a bow. I have a gun. Why would I want a bow? Use. This is funny. What's in here? Oh, no. Open search. It's X-Wing. It's X-Wing, look! Sorry. I meant to check that. Nothing important. Don't need to yell at me. Nothing important. What's this? Nothing? An oil can. Okay. Alright, I guess we can check another game, right? You guys want to check another game? What was that game that person suggested? Seventh guest. Look, details level high. Margaret, member for 8 months. Your impression of Trump is very good. Can't wait for bro science tomorrow. Thank you, Margaret. I have the best impressions. I'm the best impressionist ever. You guys, when you see my impressions, you guys get like Joe Biden. You guys get petrified like a mummy. Get the best impressions. Details. The high. Return to DOS. All right. What does it look like for you guys when I quit the game? Let me check. Okay, it shows the looking for a game to capture screen. The seventh guest. Is it seventh heaven? Is it seventh guest or seventh heaven? Let me search. Francis member message. Wow, 13 months has gone so fast. Oh, Dan, you cracked me up. LOL. Thank you. Seventh guest. Here it is. What's this game about? It's from 1993. Oh, looks like one of those first-person adventure games. It was developed by someone called Trilobite and published by Virgin Interactive Entertainment. Hey, it's Beardo's company. Virgin Interactive. Genre adventure puzzle. Yeah, sure. Let's try this. Install. $1.8 gigs? How many CDs was this in 1993? That has to be like at least 4 CDs. We can hang out and talk with the chat while it downloads. So a cool thing about this ExoDOS program is that it goes online and finds the ROM for you. You literally just have to press a few buttons and it does all the work for you. Grandy's28, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Gotta get my day started. Can't lay in bed all day. Good to see you back on the gaming channel. Catch you later. Thank you, Grandy. The first part was a little weird though. Elfie, member for 4 months. Any more Trump imitation, I would be under the table. Thank you, Alfie, for being a member for 4 months. Yeah, 1.8 gigs, it has to be like at least 4 CDs, right? How much is one CD? Like half a gig? Half a gigabyte? Hosea Taco, what's up? I'm just waiting for the game to install. Did you download the full installer or the light version? Tim P. Yes, thank you for that question. ExoDOS has 2 versions. It has a light version that it downloads the games on the go for you as you play them, but they have a full version that downloads all the games like at once. But that's just like unfeasible. It's like, I'm trying to remember. I can just check the website. I remember seeing was like an outrageous amount of space, amount of memory. More than 600, not terabyte, Jesus, 600 gigabytes. So the full version is just insane. So yes, I downloaded the light version that downloads the game in real time as you play them. Nick Brown for 5 says, long time supporter, first time super chatter, I am not gay. Says Nick Brown. Okay, Nick Brown, if you say it, I believe you. You send me money, I believe everything you say. That says something about this community. You guys are so toxic that when someone sends a super chat, they have to highlight that they're not gay. What are you guys doing? You guys are toxic. Good job. Keep it up. Elaine Cherry for 20 says, "Hi Dan, how was your workout today?" It was very good, Elaine. Thank you. Thank you for the 20. Marcia for 15. Australian? Is that it? "Hi Dan, fun to see you streaming again. I bet you can't do Trump without your hand." Now it has to come with the hand. The hand has to come with the hand. All right, downloaded. Now it's installing real quick. I should stream my whole screen next time so you guys see the installing process. Actually, it's actually fun. And so like the cool thing is that ExoDOS kind of simulates MS-DOS, how you would navigate MS-DOS. So I'm not using my mouse. I'm pressing like, it's asking me, do you want to do this? And I need to press Y or N for yes or no. Okay, so it's giving me two choices here. Play the 7th guest using DOSbox or play the 7th guest using Scum VM. I'm gonna play using Scum VM. Scum VM, for those of you who don't know, is another emulator of classic PC games, mostly adventure games but it works a little bit differently than DOSbox. And in some games, for some adventure games, it works better than DOSbox. But if you want the completely unaltered, authentic DOS experience, then it's DOSbox. Or you can get real hardware like I do, but I'm weird. Let's do it Scum VM since we're here. Oh, so it's giving me several MIDI audio choices here: Sound Blaster, MT32, Sound Canvas, James Woodcock enhanced soundtrack. Who is James Woodcock? Why is he called Woodcock? Did he suffer an accident or something? Let's go with Sound Blaster, which is the sound card that I'm most nostalgic for. I want to know who James Woodcock is, though. A Kiwi Classic for $5 New Zealand dollars. Hi from New Zealand, Dan. You have inspired me to go to the podiatrist and get my feet done. I'm anal about my feet. They have to be perfect. I am not gay. Thank you, Kiwi. That was a lot. Thank you. Sky Angel for 5. Hi Dan, love all your music and love your humor. Keep it up. Your music has made my days much brighter and much happier. I am much happier knowing that. Thank you so much. Okay.
Welcome to my house.
Why it's not capturing? I know why it's not capturing. You guys can hear it though, right? So Streamlabs OBS is not compatible with Scum VM, apparently. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna restart, and I'll use DOSbox instead of scum VM. DOSbox. How about now? Still not capturing. Oh, here it is. Hey, what's up, Krista? Krista says hello. What's up, Krista? Here it is. Let me make the screen all weird. Did it work? I think so. This game is comprised of 2 cities? 2 cities? 1.8 gigabytes on 2 cities? What? Press Ctrl F4 to switch disks when prompted. We probably won't get to that point. But okay. Sound Blaster for sure.
Welcome to my house.
I never played this game before, by the way. It's totally from your guys' recommendation. What's with the hand? Like, Is that supposed to be like? Is that supposed to remind you of one of those? How is it called? Luigi boards or whatever. Sandrala for 10. Hi Dan, good to see you on Super Vask again. Can wait for Man Bun and Manowar performances. Thank you, Sandrala. I guess we're gonna start new. What? It turns into an Illuminati thing. Oh, it's gonna be one of those full motion video games, isn't it? I used to love those. A Ouija board. It's not Luigi board. It's a Ouija board. Scary. What's going on?
He was a drifter, moving from town to town, robbing a gas station here, a grocery store there, until one night.
Sorry.
She was coming home from choir practice, but she never got there. Stoff took her purse and ran away.
Oh shit!
Instead, Stoff had to run and hide. He sunk even lower. He had nothing. No life, no possessions, no dreams.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at someone's favorite game. What the fuck?
And that's when the vision came. A doll. and in his dream, Stoff reached out. It was a gift.
Oh.
Stoff carved the doll, whittling the haunting face until it was an exact replica. And when he was done, Stoff went to town, to a bar. The owner had a daughter. He said his girl would love the strange doll. And Stoff offered it to the man. And the owner, in turn, offered Stoff food and a place to stay. A simple transaction. The first of many. And that night, Stoff had another vision. Stoff created the puzzle just as he saw it, and everyone wanted one. Stoff opened up a shop because everyone wanted a Stoff toy. Every boy and girl in the town, and from all the neighboring towns. A Stoff toy is a toy for life, people said, and no two are alike. Everyone loved his unique toys. Henry Stoff grew wealthy, but then the strange virus came, and some of the children started dying. Dying, clutching their Stoff toys so close. And there was this one last vision, a last dream of a great house, a mansion that the wealthy toy maker was to build. A strange house, a house that scared people.
Ah!
My, isn't this a cheery place?
Edward, I'm not sure we should have been here today.
Why? Because it's a spooky old house? Don't worry, dear. I'll watch out for you.
What a dump. I expected more of Mr. Stoff.
And Lord, it smells awful too. What's Stoff been doing here?
How did I remember? No, I remember nothing.
Who suggested this game? Who was it? Speak up. I have no words. I am speechless. Was it Angel? Angel. What kind of fucked up games did you play as a child? By the way, someone dropped a huge super chat while that insanity was going on. Jasmine dropped $100 and she says smiley emoji, heavy metal emoji. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of money. I know money. That's a lot of money. China. A lot of money. Thank you so much, Jasmine. I appreciate that. That's a lot of money. A lot of money indeed. Thank you. Okay. Yikes. Oh wait, I screwed up something. Okay, here we go. Yikes. What's that hand doing? Oh. What's that supposed to mean? Oh no, is it gonna do it again? No. Oh fuck. How do I...
My, isn't this a cheery place?
How do I skip this? No! Shut up! No! Skip! Angel!
Edward, I'm not sure we should have been here today.
Why? Because it's
Okay.
a spooky...
Fuck this game. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. Who was it? Okay, Angel, you... What did you send? You sent a membership message, right? Hope you got your membership messages worth. Do you guys have any other suggestions? I have to be on Tuesday night's main event in 10 minutes. I want to show you guys one game. I want to show you guys a DOS game that my father got for me when I was a kid. Cherry for 5, not a lot of money. I have to run, but wanted to thank you for the stream. Not a lot of money. Not a lot of money, Cheryl. But I appreciate it anyway. So my father got me this game when I was a kid, a DOS game called Captain Bible. Yes, it's a Christian game called Captain Bible. Grim Fandango, I don't think Grim Fandango was released for the MS-DOS. I think Grim Fandango was for Windows already. But I have little time. It would take a lot of time to install Grim Fandango. Captain Bible, it's already installed because I was checking it out. So here we go. This is Captain Bible. Shader type. Now let's. Next time I'm gonna stream the whole screen, not just the game. Sound Blaster, definitely. Ha! Captain Bible! There once was a city far from us in a place and time, which had been imprisoned in a dome of darkness. In vain the Bible Corps fought to free it from its captivity. They would have lost hope but for one last desperate plan that called for the help of their greatest champion. Isn't that a Christian hymn?
Captain Bible!
Captain Bible! I am Captain Bible! Oh! Hello. I came as quickly as I could. Thank you for coming, Captain Bible. I've asked you to come here because this city has been taken by the enemy and we haven't been able to break his hold on it. He planted a tower. Look at his face. He planted a tower of deception inside, generating a dome of darkness. That dome is actually an anti-truth field. It makes people very prone to being deceived. It feels like that's the case of our society nowadays. We have an anti-truth field over the world. Why don't we just storm the city and take it by force? Because we've only been able to open a small hole in the dome, and that hole is very unstable. So how do I fit into this? It's funny that you use that phrase, because we are sending you through that hole into the city. So what do I do when I get inside? That's Captain Bible's voice, by the way. He sounds like Solid Snake. Your mission will be to knock out the Tower of Deception, which is generating the dome. How do I do that? You will need to use the city's Unibot. We'll put you as close as we can to it, but you need to get help from 7 other people in order to operate it. Can I expect any resistance? Yes, the enemy has been building deception cybers that are programmed to feed lies to their victims until they forget the truth. Wow, how can I combat them? Each cyber is protected by a lie, so it takes just the right verse to get past the lie to attack the cyber. Be careful. Even after you have defeated the lie, you still have to find the cyber's weak point. What about the people inside? You need help from people inside, but by now they are probably all deceived. You need to break their deception before they will help you. Should I expect any problems with my computer Bible? Your computer Bible might be damaged going through the field, so we've been sending in scripture stations where you can get verses from it. Yes, I saw them outside. How will I know where to find them? You should already have the maps that we sent you. They show where the stations should be. Okay, I better go do it. Before you go, I think that we should pray. Lord, please help Captain Bibo on this mission. Please keep him safe and let your truth overcome the darkness of deception. Amen. Amen. Jesus. Look who we have here. Drunk 3PO gifted 5 Supervask memberships. Is that a first? Is that a first time that Drunk 3PO comes here and drops gifts? If you got a membership from Drunk 3PO, make sure you show him your appreciation. Subscribe to Drunk 3PO. Let's get him to 100k. Hey, Drunk 3PO, this is a game called Captain Bible. We should stream that together. Okay, so here, I gotta go. I really gotta go. But the gist of this game is you collect Bible verses. Look, get verse. Verse loaded. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created him. So we got our Bible verses here. So I have one. So those enemies show up, and they tell you and they tell you a lie, something that's a lie according to the game, according to the Bible. And Jay says, "I know this game." That's awesome. So you have to choose the right Bible verse that fights that lie, and then. And then you go to a fighting screen that you have to like stick your sword into the demon, the robot, or whatever. That's Red Bear says, gotta put on the full armor of God. That's right. Mary R for 20 says, hi Daniel. Hi. Hey, okay, I gotta go, guys. That was Captain Bible. Let me see if I can fight someone before I go. Let's see, let's find someone to fight. Got a bunch of Bible verses here. I think that one I cannot fight yet. Let's see this one. A cyber lie! You are a fluke of nature. Just a random, meaningless event. Oh my god. What Bible verse can I use? So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. So that's bullshit.
Bible power.
Yes! Take that! Ah! Gah! Yes! So... So now, he hit me a couple times, so now my faith is down. Your faith is at 82%! So now we can go... Let me see. You can go to those chapels and pray for your faith to be restored. Dude, it's just so fun. But I gotta go, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Gotta go to Tuesday Night Main Event. The guys will be mad at me. Arrivederci. Thank you very